guys, Marina Simon here. 10 Exit, life and business as usual, never again. So the other day, it has been a couple of weeks ago, I ordered something by online, right? And it wasn't arriving, and all of a sudden they just, sent me a note saying that it wasn't available anymore. And I thought about a principle that determines the power of any organization, right? And that is the power of an organization is directly proportional to its speed of particle flow. Meaning, whatever you deliver, it can be communications, it can be even the bodies of the persons that work there, it can be the products, right? How fast do they move from the seller to the buyer? It can be anything. So it's directly proportional. So you can see when an organization is in power, when the particles flow fast, right? The speed of the flow is fast. An example, you order something on Amazon, you can have it next day or overnight, right? Or you go to certain organizations and you have a fast delivery, right? Or they're taking care of you immediately as you arrive as a customer. But also, I don't know if you have ever gone to some governmental office, and nowadays have changed tremendously to the better, right? But I remember going either to update my license or do some kind of tramit Social Security, and it would take hours and hours and hours. You knew that you were going to be there forever, right? And it's interesting because that talks about the condition of that organization. And so it's something that, if you want your organization, your business, your group, anything, any area of your life to really raise to a powerful condition, one of the key things that you need to do is to increase the speed of particle flow. If persons in your organization or in your company are moving slow, example, I don't know if you've been also on some of, DMV or any of the governmental offices, right? In the past, I don't know if nowadays, but I remember being in Mexico, right? Even in private banks, right? So you go in and the lady, the receptionist was like, taking care of her fingernails or talking to her friend, right? And you were waiting there to be taken care of, but she was too busy having a conversation with the coworker, right? Or anything, or you were in front and they were taking care of somebody on the phone, so you will have to wait 10-15 minutes while the conversation was over. So the speed of particle flow determines the power of that organization. Look at the top-notch organizations and look at their service, guys. Service is almost instant. If you can make your own delivery and service almost instant, you will go into a condition of power just by laws of physics, right? If you speed your particle flow, if you have employees that move slow and you don't do something about it, get them to increase their speed, right? And you, interesting enough, we'll see how their morale will also increase because production is starting to go in. So it's a very, very key concept. I'm trying to figure out, how do you feel as a customer when you order something and it takes forever to arrive and you need that thing? Either it's a service, maybe you need somebody to come and fix your bathroom, or you need somebody to come and fix, your water that is not, like it's coming cold, that is not hot, right? Or you have a leak and it needs to be handled immediately and it's not. Then how do you feel as a customer? Will you go back to that person, right? Most likely not. So the same way, you as a provider of a service, of a product, and really servicing your public, what you want to do is deliver their service as instantly as possible. And what happens is, how do you feel from the other side when somebody delivers the service immediately? I'm giving an example of Amazon because I think, 90% of the population buys through Amazon these days. So how do you feel when you have your, whatever, your widget or your product immediately next day, 2 days, right? You feel good, right? You don't even think about it. It's almost part of our base of operation. Now we expect Amazon to deliver that fast. So that's why when companies don't deliver that fast, you feel the difference, right? So if you as an organization operate under those principles and you deliver as instantly as possible, well, expansion is almost natural. It's really a natural principle. This principle, by the way, comes from a very amazing philosopher and administrator, is L. Ron Hubbard, and it's such a simple principle but so true, right? The power of an organization is directly proportional to the speed of the particle flow. And it can be anything, right? The way your employees move, how fast do they move? How fast do you move? Do you take a lot of time to do an activity or complete some kind of project you have? Do you take a long time, or do you do it instantly, in almost automatically? So that is something that is a great, datum to have, because it's something that you can really apply immediately. It's just about the speed that you move, the speed that you send your communication, the speed which you answer your communication. Let's say that your clients are trying to get in communication with you and you take a couple of days to answer them. You're cutting the lifeblood of your company. If you immediately open your emails and immediately answer those emails, it will increase the service and your customers will constantly come back to you. It will send a message that you care for them to be serviced. And as the other side, I will be happy to come back to a company that takes me seriously, right? So I hope it helps. It's a simple, very, very simple datum, but I try to give practical things that you can do today. You don't have to study big things or wait forever to accomplish, right? So it's so fast and it's so simple to put into practice. Have an outstanding day.